guys, God bless. Welcome back to my channel. I am Charlene, and you can call me Char if you want to. It's either or. But anyway, I am so excited because this video is going to serve like a weekly reset slash June recap because we are at the end of June. I have a lot to share. And at first I was like, if I do the weekly recap mixed with the June, not the weekly recap, but the weekly update and refresh and whatever, I'm like, I'm not gonna have anything to say about July. But that's not true. I have so much to share with y'all about July. It is crazy. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk about what worked, what didn't work. It's hot, y'all. I just got through dismantling a crib to give away to someone because obviously my kids are big and they can just sleep in a bed. So now I got a little space in the living room and I'm just like, yes, because it was in the way. But I'm grateful that I can bless somebody with it because it was given to me. So give it back out. But anywho, I don't know where y'all from, but comment down below. It is, Google said it is 94, but it feels like 107. That's a big difference in temperature when it's hot. But yeah, I was nice and cool. Now I got to cool back down. But anyway, all right. So this month, well, starting last month, I told y'all that I was like, I'm not going to spend money on buying a new faith planner or anything, but I'm going to utilize what I can, something that's really inexpensive. So I went to Dollar Tree and lo and behold, they had the 2024 calendars marked for half price or 25 cents. So I got a whole bunch of them, and a few were actually Christian based or scripture based, just like a faith planner, because I was going to use a regular planner, regular calendar. But what I did was, instead of sitting here and being all clueless and being spaced out, which I'm going to talk about more in another video, but just to give y'all a brief summary of what's been going on. So in May, I started taking the new dose of my anxiety medicine. So I went from 10 to 20 to now 30. And 30 is really good. Are they going to change it again? I don't know, because I wasn't able to make my appointment. So I got to reschedule that. But I can see a big difference. So much so that when I skip days, it's like, And one of the biggest things that helps me now is that my thoughts are like one at a time instead of like 10, 20. But I used to get a lot more Bible done. But now that my medicine is kind of settled in my system, this doesn't make sense to me anymore. Like having something different every day, it's like, overload. And it's just so interesting to me because I'm like, something that literally worked at one point in time, no, it doesn't work at all. So, Lord willing, I'm going to stay consistent with my medicine and take it probably a week at a time, I think is what I'm going to try next, where I be in the same devotion, maybe doing the same style of Bible study, and something else too that I'm going to talk to you all about in the next video. But like I said, you can see that it was slam packed with stuff for each day, and I had different books that I wanted to finish, and guess what? I didn't finish none of them, but I did finally finish my library books, and that was Fragile Designs by Colleen Cobble. This is the second book of hers that I read, and they both were good. She's a really good writer. And then the other book was by Jamie someone, and it's called something Grosvenor Pond, The Awakening at Grosvenor Pond, I think. That was the book I tell y'all it took so long to get to a good part. I mean, literally the last pages. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that, but I finished it. And I did like the ending. It was shocking, but I liked it. But Colleen Cobble and Angela Hunt are my two favorite Christian authors right now, which I'm new into this game. So if y'all know any more, let me know. I know everybody is keen on Kingbury. I think that's her name. I had a couple of books and I gave them all away because I was trying to declutter. And I'm like, well, her books are so popular. I'm pretty sure I can get my hands on some more. So I will try her again in the near future. But I am in the midst of a reading challenge for my library. So unfortunately, I had to step outside of Christian. But so far they're not bad. Parable of the Sower, which I think does actually come back to talking about faith at some point. Because I don't want to give too much away, but so far the young lady is in a Christian family, and her dad and stepmom are servants of the Lord, and they do church work. They have their own church. So I think what's going to happen is that she right now is saying that she don't believe what they believe. So I think towards the end, maybe she's going to change her mind. So that will make that a Christian book, but I don't know. This one is called The Dreamers by, Parable of the Sower by Octavia E. Butler. That's the proper way to do it. So this book is really good. Y'all know I be reading so slow that normally I just be on chapter 1. Y'all, I'm on page 50 and I just got this 2 days ago, I think. And this one, I'm on chapter 13 on page 73. And I just got this one a couple days ago. Y'all, I'm on a roll. Both of them are, let me not get too hyped, but this should be a movie. And the crazy thing is, it came out the year COVID came out. So, or the year before. No, in the year. So it's like, I don't know if she just had like a lot of time on her hand and she could really think and focus to write this book, but the same thing with When Women Pray, that was written during COVID too. And it's like, maybe the isolation really did something with people. Now, y'all know I don't recommend T.D. Jakes then or now, but that book was gifted to me, so I said I'm gonna read it. And it's a good book. I still don't agree with him, but that's a good book. But this right here should be a movie. From page 1, I was hooked. Not gonna give it away, but yeah, really good book. And these books aren't new, by the way. Like, they're just based on the genre. Like, I had to get a science fiction, boom, and I had to get it's a D word, I can't remember, but yeah, this is the type of what this is about. People is facing famine or some type of global thing that affects the economy and their life and stuff. So that's why I got to read those 2 books, because they're in the challenge. Okay, that was a lot. Regroup. But anyway, so y'all know that I was transparent about this too, how I kind of sort of neglected. So I felt bad about that. So I picked it up a little bit and did a few more in here. But obviously I realized, like, based on the reading plan that I'm doing, I'm already in volume 2. So I started in this one, but the goal is to be more active for sure. And I think I'm doing pretty good, because I have just finished actually reading First Kings, and I'm doing, it's like 2-3 chapters at a time. And I'm on, well, technically I finished that page. So I'll be starting First Kings 10 and 12. And obviously the reading plan has chronicle reading too, so I can actually go in there and start doing those. But yeah, and I think we finished First Chronicles in the reading plan. So definitely going to make it my business to be more active in this, because it really does help, like, jog your memory and help you to focus. And I'm going to still be trying to finish this one. So these 2 are off the shelf, back on the desk where they belong, because that's where I'm more prone to pick them up. Because that's another thing too, like with my medicine adjustment, I'm more prone to want things to be organized and clean than all out in front of me. And it's like, it was a war going on, because when I was skipping my medicine, I'm like, why isn't my notebook out? But then when I was taking my medicine, it was like, your notebook is right, organized right there, just come get it. And it kind of reminded me of how I was struggling with the laziness thing. And this is why you have to be careful with, like, labeling yourself, because you never know the root of the problem. It's best to let God tell you about you, which you find it out through reading God's word. Because when you have a whole lot of neurological issues and stuff, like a lot of mental health issues, it is so easy to pinpoint things on certain negative labels, when in reality, it has nothing to do with that. Like, it had gotten so bad to the point where I'm like, I feel so lazy. I think I'm lazy. Like, this whole time I think I'm lazy. And don't get me wrong, I think I could have been more active, of course, and more productive. But like blankly lazy, it's like, I don't know. Because when I was consistently taking my medicine, taking my vitamin D and C, and my complete dose a day, I saw the difference in me staying neat and organized and being alert and being precise. I seen the difference. Like I told y'all in previous video, the biggest thing that that kind of hurt my feelings was that at the rate I produce my videos. Because now it's like, I'm more conscious. Like, what video am I going to do? Why? What am I going to talk about? How long is it going to be? When are you going to post it? Like, that type of thing versus, I got an idea, let's do it, and then post it. That's literally how I was at first. And it was a gift, but it also seemed to be a hindrance sometimes because I had no order. But now I feel like my mind is so orderly that I have to realign myself to say, hey, you got a job to do. But anyway, what else? All right, so I told y'all what I'm gonna do with my calendar. I am going back to a challenge I did a while ago because I feel myself slipping off again. And I'm going back to 1 Bible, 1 notebook, 1 devotion. But I'm going to talk about that more in the July video, but just a heads up. But the books that I were in, or the Bibles that I were in heavily, I was in my New King James Journal of the Word Bible for church. I was carrying this big boy, but it got to the point I got a little irritated. I did add some butterflies on the inside cover, and I thought that was really cute because this Bible has been through so many transformations. But I find, once again, that when I'm in church, I don't desire or am comfortable writing in my Bible because I don't have a desk or anything. So it's like, oh, it's gonna be messy. So it's like, I'd rather just have the notebook and then come back to my Bible at home. So this one will go back to staying at home. And I am going to go back to bringing this one. This one makes the most sense. I can read it. It's a nice size. It's just a good Bible. I have spent so much time in this one this past month. Like, I just find myself just sitting here like, Lord, help me. And y'all know this is my baby. And because I feel I just be writing out my prayers and I be so vulnerable and so transparent. And I keep telling myself, this Bible is just the beginning, you know, like, don't get too crazy. But y'all know in the back of my mind, I'm like, I need to go ahead and order another one. But then I was like, that's a waste of money because it's not like this one is falling apart or anything. But y'all, I just be, the way things going with the economy and everything, I do have that fear that it's just gonna not be published as much. Because if y'all notice, the Galaxy one, the cardstock one, the one that I really fell in love with and gave it away, because it was purple. Purple's my favorite color. And it's the cheapest one. Do y'all know, like, I don't even see nobody on YouTube using that one at all. And on Instagram either. Like, I don't see that Bible. And it kind of reminds me of the soft cover version of the Inspire Bible. Like, you don't see that one like that either. Like, you don't see it getting, what's the word? Marketed like that. Like, it's just like, eh. Now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I think what happens is they push what they expect not to sell as much, I guess. But I don't know. Because even with the Inspire Faith, I've seen more marketing for the orange one and the burgundy looking one than the blue soft cover one. But most people actually got that one, you know? So I don't know. Who am I? That's not my expertise. But yeah, so y'all know I'm trying to have self-control because I'm not trying to be a repeated Bible buyer. Like, I've done that in the past and I regret it because it's like when you buy a new one, you neglect the old one. So I'm trying to have self-control and not do that. Devotions that I was in this previous month. Love this one. Daily Acts of Gratitude. This is a 1-year devotion. As soon as I got it, I started using it. And just neglect everything else. This is a new one. Been using this one often. Literally just got this one out of town and I read it like every other day. The Simple Truth Bible is actually for youth, teenagers and stuff, but I guess I'm simple-minded, so it kind of works. I just know I like it. And Lord, I done got something in here. What is in here? I hate finding little spots and pieces in my Bible. I'm like, what is that? But looks like ice cream, to be honest. But anyway, like I said, it's very simple. It's a very short devotion verse. I just love it. And you can find it on eBay. I did type it in. It's old, obviously, but you can find it on eBay. It's by Simply Youth Ministry. Okay, so that's actually for the next video. What else? Another thing that I kind of kicked myself in the butt about was the fact that I had put this down and I wasn't using this as I should. So I need to get back into it, because I want to learn and be familiar with these people in the Bible, because they make up one big story. And I find the more that I treat this as like actuality, kind of like how we do like our American history or the history of your state, like you're like, hey, this is important stuff. Like, this is something that got me to this point. And that's how you should feel about the Bible. Like, everything, every detail in the Bible is events and stories and circumstances that got us to this point. So it's important to memorize this stuff and not just say, hey, I went over it for a season, a moment. But yeah, so that's kind of like the recap. I did a whole lot of coloring too, like a whole lot of coloring. I did not mark the new one, so I can't really show y'all anything, but I did most of them in my Inspired Prayer. I think I did like only a few in the Inspired Faith, and that's because the picture's just different. And I get a different feel with the Bibles. Like I mentioned that in another video, like my Inspired Faith, I feel like it's like so sophisticated, so feminine. So I'm just like really light and delicate with that Bible. And then with this bad boy here, it's just like, all right, get down to the nitty gritty. And that's what happens. Like I get down to the nitty gritty in here. So yeah. I think that's it. Like I said, I did a whole lot of organizing, a whole lot of putting things in place. One of the biggest things also that I done was like clear out my desk and try to make things as simple as possible. So, which I just figured out something else that I need to do ASAP, which I'm gonna do. But while I was out of town, I did stumble across this container. You know, you see the little bubbly reflection. And I was like, I need something that's going to hold my sticky notes that don't look messy. Which I got to hold. Sorry. What is wrong? That's something else. That's a side effect of medicine. I noticed too. Like, I feel like I go from saying a bunch of nothing to having trouble speaking. All right. So this holds all my sticky notes and some prayer cards. I keep this on my desk, and this is how it looks full. And it so happens to actually hold the basic ones that I actually use often. So this sits on my desk. And I turn it sideways so it won't, well, actually, maybe I should turn it the other way. I don't know. I turn it the other way to make it look like it's not taking up as much space. But keep the bare minimum on my desk. I got my glasses. I got my cup of water. I got my wireless headphones. And this was an old candle jar that I cleared out. And I put my color pencils in there. So I've been really coloring. And just like I keep telling myself that I was feeling like, so I just cleared out. Like, right now this is bothering me, but I'm like, duh, I gotta do this for the video. But as soon as the video's over, I'm putting all this stuff on the shelf because I do not like that. That desk over there has been cleared too, which I know you guys can't see. And I don't know, maybe. Nah, because it's gonna be dark. I don't know, maybe I'll include it in the thumbnail because, yeah, that's all. I don't want to mess up nothing because every time I change the camera, stuff get messed up. But I've been doing a lot of work. I do now videos for our church channel. I've been having to do my notes and my outlines. So I've been doing a lot. My goal is to try to post on each channel at least once a week. So if you get more than one, it's because the Lord has intervened some way. Like right now, Bella is sleeping and everybody left the house. So I'm going to take advantage of that. So I'm trying to balance reading regular books, reading my Christian books, reading the Bible, praying, being mom, being married to a pastor, in control of a youth ministry, I guess you could say. Oh, Ariana has been so helpful. On Thursday nights, she teaches the kids, and she says she likes it. And I've seen her in action, because she actually, a part of her job, she has to volunteer helping kids, and she's really good with kids. Like, even when the other teenagers don't get the respect and the attention that they, should get, they really respect her and listen to her. And I told her that is a gift. And although she wants to go to school for nursing, which I ain't telling her what to do, I always told her, you are going to be a teacher. Now, maybe you're going to be a teacher in church and your actual job be a nurse. Who knows? But you can definitely do both. But she's definitely a teacher. But so yeah, that's it. Stay tuned, because I'm about to, same hair, same dress. I think I might spice it up. Like, I don't know. So I know some people don't like that. It's like, why you got the same thing on? So I might change. I don't know yet. But I had picked this out because it has flowers on it, bloom biblically. So I was like, let me try to wear more floral things. Not overboard, because y'all know I'm a plain simple girl. But yeah, so Ariana did my hair. It's random, right? I know. But I just want somebody to know that she's very talented, and I thank God for her, because mommy can't afford to go get those fancy braids, but she's willing to learn and do what she do. Y'all keep her in y'all prayer, because God is all over her life, and I want it to continue that way, obviously, and she's going to make an amazing wife, and I just pray that God keeps her as she's finishing her last 2 years in early college and continue to pursue her education. So yeah, y'all pray for all my kids. Jace is in basketball camp, which is why a lot of my morning time has been taken away from me, because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday he has basketball camp in the morning from 9 to 11, and then on Sunday 3 to 4:30. Thursdays we have actual Bible study. So yeah, trying to balance it all without robbing another area of my life is hard. But y'all pray for me. That's enough rambling. I don't mean to make these 20-minute videos, but they just happen. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I love y'all. Thank you for supporting. I think there's like 200 new subscribers. Thank you for being here. Like, I love y'all already. I hope you're comfortable. I hope I get back into a balance of things, because I do not want to neglect my content. But y'all be patient with me as I already know what I need to do, because God was like, look, get up. But I have been disobedient, and I have not been getting up. But I need to get up early and get my things done. So y'all pray for me that I have self-control and discipline to do what I need to do for the glory of God. So love you all. God bless. Take care. Bye.